Hello everyone and welcome to this video. As promised in the previous video, today I'm going to test out the Ohuhu product, specifically the 168 color set and the mixed media and marker sketchbook. And if you guys watched the previous video, that is where I did the unboxing of the product. If you want to see how the products looked when I got them, and if you want to see how I organize my markers, then click up here and you can go to the other video. Before starting this video, I just want to point out that I am not sponsored by Ohuhu and I did not receive any of their products for free. This is my honest opinion and I just wanted to share with you guys my experience. So I'm going to grab the color swatch sheet that I created in my previous video, and I'm going to start by trying out the markers on the marker sketchbook. For easy blending, I'm going to try and pick a light and a dark of each color. I am going to get out the colorless blender as I want to work with it to see if it helps blend the colors together. So I'm really excited to find out. For now, I am just going to go with these colors and we will see if more will be needed along the way. Let's start swatching and I'll see you in a bit. Now it's time to finally use the markers. I'm going to try and use the colorless blender throughout my process so that I can see if it helps blend the colors together. Although it is called a blender, I feel like it is more of a fader, or maybe it can be used more to lighten a color rather than blend colors together, because what I've realized is that it absorbs a lot of the color that is on the paper. So I really wish that they named it differently just so that there wouldn't be this misconception that it is a blender, because I feel like the colors on their own, they blend much better than when you actually use the blender. And as you can see, the markers bled through the paper quite a lot, to the point where there is actually a mark on the protective sheet. So if you are going to use these markers, I 100% recommend that you use a protective sheet. Okay, so now we will be moving on to the mixed media sketchbook. I'm really excited to try out all the medium that I have available and to fill up this sketchbook, so I will be posting the process of my artworks on my channel. Subscribe so that you will be notified when these videos are out. I really hope that the paper will be good enough, as I truly like the way the sketchbook looks and I would love to keep using it. So before we get to it, I just want to compare a bit the two papers together. The marker sketchbook has a very smooth surface, while the mixed media sketchbook has a bit of a texture. It seems that the paper of the mixed media is thicker than the one of the marker pad. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to gather all the art supplies so that we can get started. I am going to start with the Ohuhu markers, and I am also testing them on this paper just because I like to work with different supplies at the same time. I want to see if they will be good with this paper as well. Okay, so after trying the Ohuhu markers, I can see that the bleeding happened with this paper as well, which once again wasted the back of this page, meaning that I cannot use it for a different artwork. I'm going to try the Winsor & Newton Watercolor Pro markers. I really hope that at least some of the markers will react good with the paper. And as you can see, the markers did not bleed through the paper. But I will definitely find a solution of how to use the Ohuhu markers on this paper as well. So here I will also be using some Liquitex products. I'm going to start with acrylic markers, specifically the black and the white, because I really use them almost in all my artworks. I only have the blue and the red soft body acrylic because this is only a sample. I am just testing them out to see if I like them or not. I am also going to use the acrylic glitter set, so I have the silver, gold and the copper, and I use these a lot, so I definitely will try them here. It is time to try out some watercolor. I personally like using the Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolors. I think you can see that I really love the Winsor and Newton products, and I mostly go for their brand because I know that I will always be buying something good. As you can see, these look really nice on paper. They are very bright and concentrated, and they have a really nice finish when they dry. Another one of their products that I really like using is their gouache, and I'm going to sample some of the colors that I have over here so that I see how this will look on the paper. Here I have some star metallic colors which I had originally bought for my Polaroid book, and I was looking for some markers that would work well with black paper, and I bought these from Amazon, but lately I found out that they are also available on the Ohuhu website. Here I'm going to show you a page from my Polaroid book so that you guys can see how these markers look on black paper as well. I do actually miss working with them, so if you guys are interested in seeing a process of an artwork with the markers, let me know in the comments. Here I'm going to swatch the markers that I got recently. I do not suggest you guys buying these. The main reason is the price, because I've spent about 40 euros for just 24 colors and they aren't even that great. Last but not least, I am also going to include the main tools that I use almost every day, and these are the black fine liner pens and the white jelly pen that I use for highlights. Okay, so now that we have applied all the mediums, I am going to turn the page so that we can see how these reacted with the paper. So it seems that when I used the paint with the water, it did dent a bit the paper, but it looks like it can still be used at the back. I am now going to share my thoughts on the sketchbooks and on the markers. I personally recommend the products for various reasons, and here are some of the reasons why I recommend them. So the way they look and the way they are designed is really nice. I feel like the products are of really good quality, especially when compared to their price. So especially when it comes to the sketchbooks, I feel like they have a lot of extra things which just makes the sketchbook better. The fact that it comes with a band that keeps the sketchbook closed, come with a protective sheet, I totally appreciate that because most sketchbooks don't. The Ohuhu sketchbooks also have an envelope where you can keep stuff like sticky notes or any important information that you want to have. They come with a lot of pages. I personally prefer sketchbooks that have a lot of pages because they will just last for a long time. When it comes to the pens, again, they look really good. They are very easy to use. The way they are presented is just beautiful. I mean, they have their own bag, they have their own protective sheet, they include color swatches. I feel like their products come with everything that immediately allows you to use the products. Now, obviously, there are some things that I wish that were different, or some things that I would want them to add. Now, as much as I love their sketchbook design and their cover just looks so cool, I do wish that they had different varieties of sketchbooks. Maybe different colors or maybe different textures. I feel like the aesthetic of the product is really important. When it comes to the markers, I feel like they should have a replacement for each color just in case you accidentally break it or just simply because you've used it and the ink just runs out. I do hope that they do add that in the future. So that is all for today, guys. If you are still here, I appreciate you watching till the end, and I hope that you found this video useful and that you enjoyed watching. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment so that I know that you enjoy this type of content. If you have any questions or you would like to leave any feedback, please leave a comment or contact me via my social media. Subscribe for more and stay tuned for the next video. Bye!